Right now it's around 9 o'clock in the morning and I'm on my way to the garage Ink Manor. Good morning. I'm good, thanks. Definitely. Thank you very much for the drive. So this is actually my last day here. It's pretty sad, but you know, Australia is one of my all-time favorite countries, so imagine it won't be a long time until the next time I return. Good morning, everyone. So the other day I did one of these like question things that you get on Instagram, and I thought that I'd answer some of the questions here on camera to you guys. One of the questions I got was, how did you start off tattooing? And that's actually a pretty long story, but I'm gonna try and make it as short as I can. But anyway, I was 16 at the time. I was an architect student. This one day I was walking around town trying to find a summer job, and this tattoo studio had just opened up. So coincidentally, I had my CV with me that day, as well as my drawings. So I just popped by the studio with all that and crossed my fingers that I'd maybe get a job helping out wash the floor or something. But then the guy there, he ended up offering me an apprenticeship. At the time, I knew absolutely nothing about tattoos. I'd only had one tattoo before that, and that was just like a small thing I got on my leg. But I ended up just pretty much every day after school, I just went back to the studio and learned more and more about the tattoo industry, lifestyle, and everything about it. So after a few months of just regularly coming back and forth to the studio, I ended up falling in love with the job and the industry and everything about it. So I ended up dropping everything I had, hopping out of school, and accepting the apprenticeship. Thinking back upon it now, I can never imagine myself sitting in an office all day just drawing up buildings. I mean, for some that's their dream job, but for me, I just quickly found out that working with people and having the freedom to travel, doing art, everything about it is just perfect. Moving on to the next question. A few people wonder about how I know Ike and Aryan, the two guys I'm traveling with. Ike is our camera guy, director, and brains behind most of every episode. And Aryan is our general manager. He takes care of all of the emails, arranging everything, the flights, the hotels, and everything. I've never managed to do this trip without them. And I'd just like to tell you a little bit about how I met them both and how things unfolded to bring us on this trip. So earlier on this year, the studio I was working at shut down. So one thing led to another, and me and my previous business partner came up with this idea of becoming freelance tattoo artists and traveling around for a year and just documenting everything along the way. So that idea evolved into this series where we travel around the world and visit some of the greatest tattoo artists and studios that we could find, and showcase their work in their studios, highlighting them in every episode. The main goal of this is to put light to the diversity in artists, how good tattoos can be, have all the different artists share their own story, how they started off tattooing, how they built up their empire, all of that. So Ike I'd been friends with since we were teenagers, early teens. We used to play in a punk band together. Yeah, growing up we were pretty much like brothers. So when we went on to high school, I ended up taking up architecture and he ended up studying photography and media in another school. So we lost contact for a little bit, but then this summer we ended up getting very much in contact with each other again, and he wasn't doing much at the time. He was in between jobs, so I thought that was a perfect opportunity to ask him if he wanted to join me on this crazy venture and be my right-hand guy with the series. Aryan I'd known for quite a while. He went to the same school as Ike did, so they knew each other before I got to know Aryan. But this summer, I was on a holiday over to Rhodes in Greece with some other guys. Aryan was one of them, and we ended up getting to know each other quite well on that trip. He seemed like a really structured and organized guy with a real authentic drive in him. So this summer when I was planning out this trip, Aryan came to mind, and I thought, and I knew that he would be the perfect guy. He has to be the manager of InkTheWorld. That's how he got the InkTheWorld crew. But yeah, speaking about the guys, they've already gone ahead of me on the train to Brisbane. I'd have to catch up with them soon. Speak of the devil, that's Aaron calling now. Hello. Okay, Varsity Lakes to Fortitude. Ok. Hvor dere nå? Ok, den grei. Okay, ha det. That's Aaron telling me where to jump off the train later on. So it looks like the weather's cleared up. So I think actually I will be getting on my way over to Brisbane to meet up with the guys. We're gonna be staying at a hotel over there before we head off to Sydney on Sunday. And you know what? I'm gonna bring you guys along with me on the train trip. Alright you guys, I'm gonna have to jet. That was nice seeing you again. Bye Kimmy. Bye Carly. Yeah, see ya. Thank you. See ya. Hey mate. How are you doing? I think this should be the right train. Departments are located in the Right now I'm on my way to the apartment hotel. I'm gonna be meeting up with the owner. I think it actually might be one of these buildings up here. Hello, my name's Kyle.
Yeah, he'll be right now. So
Yeah, sure, so just wait. Yeah, alright, thank you.
Hey man, brother.
How are you doing?
Nice to meet you, yeah?
Nice to meet you too.
I'm just going to grab the key.
Yeah, sure.
So I'll take you up today.
Yeah, thanks. I had my last day of work at the garage in Manor today.
Is that owned by some girls?
Yeah, yeah, it's
You know,
an all-girls studio.
Yeah, I tried to book myself there, but it's so hard to get in.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, they're always fully booked out.
They're amazing, yeah?
Yeah, they are. They're really.
Yeah. They travel a lot as well, yeah? They were in Germany or
Yeah.
something, yeah?
They do. They do. Hello, guys. How was the weather like?
It's beautiful. Look at the view.
Man, look at that.
Yeah, when I first came here, I was standing there and I was like, I'm the king of the world! And yeah, it was the best feeling ever.
So we've got a ton of planning to do for the next couple of weeks. Next week we're actually off to Bondi to visit the guys over at Bondi Ink. Really hope you guys enjoyed this sort of like a filler episode. We're really looking forward to the episode next week, and we hope you guys are too. So stay tuned, and we will see you guys in the next one.